Hello. Today's aim is to help you get to know the basics of the AirBolt GPS and its settings. When you open the app, you're always presented with a list view of your devices. As you can see, I've got an AirBolt lock and an AirBolt GPS here. For today's video, we're going to change the settings of the demo GPS device. Please note that this list view might vary slightly between Android and iOS, but the premise is the same. To access settings or view the map, click on the rectangle with your GPS name like Demo. This opens a map view offering various customization options. For example, you can switch between multi-location and single-location views by clicking the pin button located at the bottom right of the map. You can also switch between focusing on the last known location of your GPS and your current location by pressing the target button. Additionally, you can choose between standard and satellite light views by pressing the buttons on the bottom left of the screen. To view your location history, click the clock icon on the top right corner. Here you'll find up to 20 past locations. Note, on the portal, you can view up to 100 locations, and depending on your plan, you can download them too. If you want to get directions to the last known location of the GPS, you can do so by clicking the arrow button between the target and the multi-pin view. On iOS, you will be presented with options between Google and Apple Maps, depending on the apps you have installed. On Android, click the pin itself, and you'll see a map icon that lets you get directions to your last known GPS location. If you swipe up on the menu where the GPS name is displayed, you can see the battery percentage, the temperature, and various options to change the settings of your GPS. The temperature is only shown if the GPS is set to report it. If you click the button which says temperature, you can enable or disable temperature reporting and choose between Celsius and Fahrenheit. To save your settings, click the Save button. You can also choose between Optimize for responsiveness and Optimize for battery life. This setting is crucial to understand, as it can affect the way you use your GPS. Optimize for responsiveness checks for changes frequently, while Optimize for battery life conserves power by waking up at scheduled intervals. In battery optimized mode, if you set it for an hour, the device will only wake up every hour, and any changes, actions, or location requests will take place at that time. There are some best practices that can help you use this mode effectively. We'll explore these a bit later in the video. Furthermore, you can also get your GPS to play sound. Although it is important to note, this works best when using responsive mode, not battery optimized mode. If you want to change the reporting interval, simply click the Update Interval button. Let's set it for an hour. You are now also presented with options to turn backup location estimation on or off. This backup location estimation is a failsafe. We don't typically recommend using it unless you're traveling through an airport, tracking a moving vehicle, or monitoring a package. If the GPS is stationary, such as at home, the backup location estimation can be highly inaccurate and may show the device as being a kilometer or more away. It is designed to provide an estimate if for some reason you can't get GPS. Essentially, it is a neighborhood-level location system. So we're going to leave it off for now. You can manage sharing from this screen as well, and if you want to set up alerts, click Manage Alerts. Here, you can change the tone that the GPS plays when you click Play Sound. Feel free to explore the different options. The motion sensor, also known as an accelerometer, is useful for obtaining locations based on movement. For instance, let's say your demo GPS provides location every hour, but you prefer it to report every 5 minutes when the device is in motion. To do this, enable the motion sensor and adjust the sensitivity. A sensitivity of 10 means that very small movements will trigger an alert, while a sensitivity of 1 requires a larger movement to do so. The re-alert setting determines the frequency of alerts based on continued movement. In this case, we're going to set it to 5 minutes. Now, remember our discussion on best practices for battery optimization. It is highly recommended to use the motion sensor in battery optimized mode. This allows you to set a longer reporting schedule, such as every 6 hours, to conserve battery, while still receiving more frequent alerts when the device is in motion. This also means that the device will accept setting changes much more quickly in battery optimized mode when moving because it wakes up every 5 minutes in this scenario instead. The same principle applies to temperature alerts. You can enable this setting to receive alerts when the temperature is greater than or less than a certain degree threshold. It is crucial to note that when alerts are enabled, you must also activate push or email notifications to receive them. So, it's important that you choose the notification method that works best for you and activate it from this screen. Let's go back to the home page. One of the final things to note is the different color pins you might see: green, blue, and red. The blue and red pins indicate mid and low accuracy, cellular-based estimations respectively, while green represents high-accuracy GPS. However, as previously mentioned, it's advisable not to rely on these as a primary method of tracking. We recommend using GPS only, indicated by green pins. It is, of course, great to have backup location estimation on when traveling, especially through airports, on vehicles, or when sending a package. Finally, geofencing is coming soon to the app, but you can already set it up by going to the web portal. To learn more about geofencing, please search for it on our support portal. Well, thank you for your time. We hope this gives you a good understanding of the basics of the GPS. For more information, please visit our support site or reach out to us with any questions.